Hey YouTube, welcome back to DBSCG, and with this video we're going to finish off the remaining spoilers for this set, and then after that we're going to start cruising into the rest of the archetype build-ups, or breakdowns I guess. I said build-ups instead of breakdowns, like literally just weird speech dyslexia type of dish. But we're going to go into the rest of the breakdowns. I was already posting up the remaining decks of the set in DBSCG, the Facebook group, so join that if you haven't already, but just to have the people in the group choose which ones I do next in which order. So it looks like the next deck I will be looking at will be the one that we are going over spoilers for today. So stay tuned for that if you're looking for a place to start, if you're kind of looking for some of these cards to see how they, just kind of play around each other. So yeah. We are cruising steadily also towards 2000. We are on the road to 2K, and I am still just trying to meet that benchmark. We're gonna have a lot of things going on. We're gonna have a lot of celebrations going on. It'll be a momentous occasion, but I need your help to get there. And so we're gonna keep putting out content and hopefully keep gaining just a following. Like the UniX fam is growing at a very much so pleasing rate, and I can't wait for it to be bigger and bigger and bigger. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment on the video, let me know your thoughts by the end of it, and we'll just keep it going. The last thing I want to do before we jump into the template and cards would just be talking about the plugs that I normally always talk about. You got the official Facebook group where I'm getting these spoilers from. You have the discussion group where people talk about said spoilers. You have DBSCG where I chose the order for these archetype breakdowns based on what the members of the group are voting on, as well as DBSCG the Discord, where we talk about a lot of stuff just not pertaining to Dragon Ball, exclusively. So it's a good time. It's a good time. And then last but not least, you have TCGMetalZ. We have a lot of cool stuff coming your way for this set, and I cannot wait to be able to spoil it to you. Just got to get the okay from the big man himself. And with that, we are going to jump into the template, and we're going to talk about these Goku Black and Zamasu cards. Alright, so first up, we have Zamasu. He is a wish leader, so it is coming back, and it's been a little bit since we've had wish leaders, so that's actually pretty cool. But, well, I guess valid wish leader, so I'm hoping this one kind of changes the status quo a little bit. Auto, when this card attacks, add up to 2 Dragon Ball cards from your deck and or a life to your hand. Shuffle any areas you look through using the skill, standard. Wish, when your life is at 3 or less, or there are 7 Dragon Ball cards in your drop area, draw 1 card and then place all Dragon Ball cards from your drop area at the bottom of your deck in any order and flip this card over. Okay, so that's pretty tight. Next, you have the backside, which is Goku Black. It's awesome that it transforms into Goku Black. SS Rose Goku Black wishes fulfilled. Activate main once per turn, choose 1, draw 1 card, and then you got add up to 1 Dragon Ball card from your deck to your hand and shuffle your deck. Then you have remove 7 Dragon Ball cards from your drop area from the game. If you do, play up to 1 Zamasu card, an energy cost of 2 or less, and indestructible from the warp, and this card gains triple attack for the turn. Okay, so there's a couple things to note about this. 1, this guy's going to pull 2 Dragon Balls out from the deck. Those are always the best effects. 2, he's going to awaken with 7 Dragon Balls in grave, which will happen very fast because of this effect. If you open up a couple and you keep them in hand just to use them, yeah, this is interesting. Now, I mean, if you guys remember those old Shenron days, you open a couple Dragon Balls, you could just awaken very early if you so chose. There's a lot of cool stuff here, I think, but it's got very much so normal, like decent wish leader flavor on the front side. Now, when you awaken, you're just gonna draw 1. And you're gonna put the Dragon Ball back. So it's kind of cool. That's thematic because Zamasu wishes for the Dragon Ball, wishes with the Super Dragon Balls twice. He wishes first to gain immortality, and then he wishes again to, he steals Goku's body, and then he wishes for immortality, I believe. So you have to use these Dragon Balls twice, which makes sense. On the back end though, he's an activate main, draw 1 card, which means you don't have to swing on your opponent to draw 1 card. That's actually pretty cool. Or you can get 1 Dragon Ball card from your deck to your hand. You're gonna see why this is actually kind of better than using, a draw 1 card. But his removal or his ult essentially to remove 7 Dragon Balls from the drop area from the game. If you do, play up to 1 Zamasu card with an energy cost of 2 or less, indestructible from your warp, and this card gains triple attack. Him gaining triple attack is why he's not able to draw one on swing, because like that would just be nasty. He'd be like Blue Zamasu, except like stronger, Merge Zamasu. So that's pretty cool. Let's go over to the Unison now. We got Rumshi, Universe 10 supporter, in Power Yellow 2, and then auto if this card has 4 more markers. When this card is played, draw 1 card, then choose all of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and KO them. That's pretty strong because you can actually just hard cast this for 4 and warp KO all these cards too. So I would not kind of discount how strong this card actually could be in the correct deck. So that's actually pretty cool. Next, you've got his +2. Plays up to 2 Dragon Ball cards from your deck in your drop area and shuffle your deck. This is kind of wild because let's say your leader has, you open up 3 Dragon Balls. On turn 2, you can just flip over right there by swinging with your leader, getting 2, and then, +2ing Rumshi and, getting 2 more. So that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. His +0 activate main, play up to 1 Gowasu card with energy cost of 1 from your deck, then shuffle your deck. That's actually pretty cool too, and we'll see how these cards work together. The next card will be that Gowasu in question. You got Gowasu the Careless. When this card is played, look at the top 3 cards from the top, from your deck, add up to 1 God card amongst them to your hand, then place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Because of the way this deck works, like, just the cards you're going to use, you shouldn't really miss on this too often. Like, yeah, you've got the generic good yellow stuff, but a lot of the cards you're going to be using here are going to be Zamasus and Goku Blacks, making this should be a surefire pretty much pickup. And that also means that Rumshi's +0 is essentially a draw one. Unless you whiff, it's a draw one, which is cool. Now next you got Zamasu, Mortal Loathing. When this card is played, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Add up to 1 yellow God card with energy cost of 5 or less, or 1 yellow Unison card with specified cost of 2 or less. So, he is going to be doing the darn thing. He's just the generic searcher, but also activate main for 2. If your leader card is Zamasu or Goku Black card, and you have 3 more energy, you can choose this card and 1 Goku Black card in your battle area, send them to the owner's warps, and then choose up to 1 Zamasu card with energy cost of 5 in your hand and play. Which is cool, because if your board is getting built up, this guy is a 3 cost route to play a Zamasu. However, we're gonna see later there's more ways than this to play it. So really, he only breaks even if you play this card, get its effect, and then later he's still on the board, and you go, you know what, I'm gonna do it. But if you're paying this for 1 and then you're paying the 2 cost, it really shouldn't be worth it because the other one has a come into play effect as well. Next, Zamasu, Plotting Eradication. When this card is played, add up to 1 Dragon Ball card from your deck to your hand. Nice. Shuffle your deck. Activate main once per turn. If your leader card is Zamasu or Goku Black card, you choose 1 of your Gowasu cards and place in the owner's drop area. Place up to 2 Dragon Ball cards from your deck in your drop area, then shuffle your deck. This is cool and it's very thematic. This is a Zamasu that's going to kill Gowasu, but it's going to bring his plans to the forefront. You're going to kill Gowasu, what a fusion. You're gonna kill almost said it again, Gowasu, and then you're just going to put 2 Dragon Balls, up to 2. So this deck is really aiming to awaken very fast. This may be the fastest Dragon Ball awakening, Dragon Ball Wish Leader awakening we've seen in a while, and my cat is once again just doing the thing. Next card, Zamasu Self-Supported, Indestructible. Activate main, limit 1, yellow. If your leader card is a Zamasu or Goku Black card, add this card from your hand to your hand from the warp. Activate battle, send this card and 1 Goku Black card from your combo area to their owner's warps. Draw 1 card. So this is interesting because now you're going to get a combo-centric deck. You've seen multiple cards talking about things in your combo. This is pretty cool. This is actually pretty cool. This is going to allow you to... you know what? Actually, I'm not quite sure about this. Because activate battle, if you activate in the battle, you're going to lose their combo. You're going to lose their combo power by warping them to draw. I'm not sure. But it's indestructible, so you can stay on the field outside of minus tokens. There's a couple things. But I'm not sure about removing 10k or 10k minimum worth of combo power just to draw 1 card. That's kind of weird. Unless you're just trying to cycle. We'll have to see how this deck plays. Next, we have Goku Black Surpassing Time itself. When this card is played, choose up to 2 Dragon Ball cards in your deck, or from your deck into your drop area, then shuffle your deck. At the end of the turn, send this card to the owner's warp, so it's going out of time. And then activate main, limit 1. If your leader card is a yellow Shenron Zamasu or yellow Shenron Goku Black, play this card from your warp. And you can't play non-Zamasu, non-Goku Black battle cards for the game. That's pretty interesting. So that's going to lock you out of Overwhelm. Because you were a Dragon Ball leader, lots of times you're not really trying to use Overwhelm anyway. So this shouldn't really be much of a problem. But at the same time, I just remembered that this is going to stop you from playing Steadfast. This is going to stop you from playing Turles. This is going to stop you from playing quite a bit of things. This is going to stop you from playing Riposte. So, you know what? This card just may have to not be played. Unless we have multiple cards that do this, yeah, we are just probably going to steer away from this one. Next, we got an SR. SS Rose Goku Black Future on the Line. Permanent, this card is also treated as blue, which is very, very, very cool. Because this card does not have energy exhaust. So you'll be able to play this card in and have a blue tap too, meaning that this deck is going to start leaning into a splash, and we're going to see that a lot more with the next couple cards. But yeah, so permanent, this card is always treated as blue. Auto, limit 1, if your leader card is yellow, when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's non-leader cards and switch to rest mode. Okay. Activate main 1, send this card to the owner's warp, draw 1 card, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and KO it. So you can have it on board and remove it, and it's got Turles as an effect if you chose to only blow up 1. Pretty neat. Activate battle 2. If you have 2 or more blue or yellow cards in your battle area and or combo area, play this card from your hand or your warp. So a 15k that gets played for 2. And then he blows up, or he's going to tap something that's not a leader. Okay. And then for 1, he can kind of Turles your opponent. And that's pretty neat. But the thing is, if you play him all at one time, he's 3 energy, and Turles is still 2, so he's inferior. But I like the fact that he can be charged for blue. This is crazy. And also, this is going to give something for people to kind of watch, because your opponent will tap a Goku Black and Senzu Bean you, and you'll be like, Nani? And you'll have to like pay attention to the fact that this is blue. Or when you're looking at your opponent, you know, deciding what plays you're making, you understand that this also represents a blue charge. So very, very sneaky. Next card, Fuse Zamasu, Divine Condemnation. Energy exhaust, unique, indestructible, blocker, aegis blue yellow, and once per turn. Auto, when this card activates, it's blue aegis yellow. Aegis blue yellow. Skill, choose up to one of your opponent's non-leader cards and switch it to rest mode. Very nice. Activate battle, blue yellow. If your leader card is a Zamasu or Goku Black card, and there's at least 1 Zamasu card and 1 Goku Black card in your combo area, play this card from your hand. So this guy is essentially out of rival. Now, he doesn't have deflect. He doesn't have barrier. So just know that this guy was probably going to get power of a Super Saiyan if he ever really posed any sort of threat. But he's going to come out for 2. And the reason why that is neat is because he can come out on offense or defense. You can drop him out on defense on your opponent after you combat out of a swing, and then you go into the next card, which we're going to talk about, Fuse Zamasu, Exterminating Force. Energy exhaust, unique, double strike, indestructible, and blocker. EX evolve, he costs blue yellow 2, so that's a 4-drop. And you have to evolve into a Zamasu, then you cost a 5. Blue Zamasu, then you cost a 5, which we just went over. Aegis blue yellow once per turn. Permanent. If your leader card is Zamasu or Goku Black, negate this card's energy exhaust skill in all areas. So now you have the Goku and you have this guy that both will be able to come in. So the Goku Black and this guy will be able to come in and not tap. So this deck is going to be a very, very fluid dual color strategy if you so choose. Auto, when this card activates its Aegis skill, draw 1 card, then switch this card to active mode, and then choose up to one of your opponent's cards and switch to rest mode. Very, 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 very strong. He's going to allow himself to block. You'll activate Aegis and he'll open himself up to block again. That's very nice. Now we're going to go to the extra cards. You've got Coercion. This card gains Dragon Ball in all areas. This is a 0 cost. It's not even limit 1. This is insane. If your leader card is a yellow Shinron Zamasu or, yellow Shinron Goku Black card, you may choose 1 God card in your hand and send it to your warp. If you do, draw 2 cards. If you open up 4 of these and you have the ability, and you open up 4 of these and 2 gods, you can warp a guy, draw 2. Oh, I got another god, warp a guy, draw 2. Like, this is insane. This card is nutty on its own. I love that. I really love that. I don't know why it doesn't have limit 1. That's crazy. So we're gonna move over to the next one. This card is absolutely snapped. You've got Realm of the Gods, Black Kamehameha. Activate battle. If your leader card is a yellow, choose up to one of your cards and it gains plus 10,000 power for the battle, and you choose 1. If it's your turn, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and KO it. Yes. And then if it's your opponent's turn, draw 1 card, then choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards and switch them to rest mode. That's great defense. And then on the offense, this is good. It also happens to have one of the best SPR looks in the game. So if you want me to rate the SPRs in terms of what I think is hot versus not, or from bottom to best, just let me know and I will definitely make a little video on that, because that could be something that's fun. But yeah, this card is nutty. Power of a Super Saiyan needs to get touched because I can't imagine this and Power of a Super Saiyan in the same freaking format. This is just disgusting. This card is actually disgusting. The next card is Body Steel. Permanent, this card gains Desire in all areas, even though this leader is one of the only wish leaders that can't forcibly play a Desire. Activate main, choose one Sun Goku in your battle area and place it at the bottom of your deck. Play up to one Goku black card, then you cost a 2 or less from your deck, and then shuffle your deck. This is interesting. Not sure how this is going to play out, but this is very, very interesting, and we at least should be able to see, you know, what's going on. But this definitely kind of feels a little weird. It's also 2 costs, so how often you're gonna try to play this? This is interesting, but I'm not quite sure about it. Last but not least, we've got United in Will. Permanent, this card gains Desire in all areas. Activate main, play up to one Zamasu card, then you cost a 2 or less, indestructible from your work. So he's just going to be able to play himself. That's pretty neat. I'm not sure how impactful this is going to be quite yet, but that's why we're going to actually break the deck down in detail, make a list that you guys can sink your teeth into, and that should be tomorrow's video. I'm going to work hard to get that out as soon as possible, and I do it for you guys. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If this is your first time here, like I said, think about hitting that subscribe button, that notification button, and we will keep the content going. So yeah, thank you guys, and I will see you next time inside Join Universe X.